the Simpit. I'm your host, Shaun Cole, and welcome to this week's edition of the Pitstop, where we, the pit crew, are here to hang out and talk about everything good and great, sometimes bad, going on in sim racing. How's your week so far? I've had a crazy week, all sorts of things going on here. I apologize, we've actually had a little slowdown in content, and the reason for that is everything that we're working on right now is large projects that are taking a little extra time. So I will make a promise that next week we should start rolling out some new reviews and other content. So stay with us. Again, our emphasis for this year really has been getting back to the roots of the Simpit, and that being news, reviews, DIYs, and all that good stuff. And we've had a really good pace over the last few months, and we're going to keep that going along with the Pitstop, one of our live productions. So thank you for being here. Happy Friday to you all, and I hope we can kick off a great weekend. Note the thumbnail that we're looking at right here. It's a topic, a story that we will talk about. Usually my thumbnail does somehow, some way relate to one of the stories, and the reason I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. So let's get on with the show. Let's talk about what's going on in sim racing. It is a little bit of a quiet week in sim racing, which is great for me. Like I said, we're trying to focus on production. So as soon as we finish this, we can get right back to rig reviews. Anyway, all right, starting off with Iracing. Iracing is hosting another event. I believe this is with Chip Ganous is actually, if I'm not mistaken, involved in this one as well. And this is the National Multiple Sclerosis Society that they're working with. And it's teaming up for a special event on July 31st. So the event is going to feature a whole group of cars at Charlotte. It'll be a 4-hour race. Global MX-5 Mazda, the Audi LMS, the Porsche Cayman, the BMW M4, and the McLaren GT4 at the Roval. And it's going to be their first partnership with this nonprofit organization. So that's a good one. The special event will feature 2 faster pairs, which is nice. And they're looking to raise money for the charity with a, let's see, while a number of prizes will be available to donors who contribute to the $20,000 fundraiser goal. So they're asking people to kick in. If you kick in, you'll be eligible for prizes, including a RaceX Pro chassis from Sim Labs, as well as a Fanatic Club Sport wheelbase V2.5 and a podium steering wheel. So anyway, it will be streamed live on Twitch. 7-time NASCAR Series Championship winning crew chief Chad Ganous will headline a list of special celebrity guests who will make appearances during the event broadcast. Anyway, and they have a link there. So good charity to get involved with. I'm Pandora, and welcome to my newest unboxing video. Hey, Flydes, good evening from over there, over here. I think that's all we need to tell about that. What else? Supercars. So this is the thumbnail. The reason I had a phone call is the best way to put it with Aussie Stig, Mark, and we were talking, and he was talking about one of the great esport events that has gone on. We had a whole conversation about which esports were great, which esports were mediocre, and which esports might not survive the future. That was the conversation me and Aussie Stig had only last week, funny enough. And this is the one that he mentioned as one of the greatest esport competitions that has happened. And this being the Supercar E Series, and it is back for 2021. 6-round E Series will take place on the Iracing platform, running fortnightly from Wednesday the 15th of September through the 24th of November. It'll be broadcast live, blah, blah, blah. Dunlop Super 2 drivers and the Pro Series, with elite gamers representing supercar teams and major brands competing for the top prize of more than $20,000. Anyway, another great event that will be going on in the near future, coming up in a couple months here. Also going on is the Husingveld-sponsored iRacing 24 Hours of Spa. That is this weekend. That was actually last weekend. So I know a few of our friends ran in that. I know that... how many teams do I know of? I don't think Simpit sent any official teams. I know Terry and his buddies, they definitely ran there. Anyway, did any of you run in the 24? This is one of the first times I've passed on the 24 hour of Spa. And again, I think it gets back to a little bit of frustration over a few bad endurance events that we had, so I need to take a few off to get like to that re-inspired point. It's tomorrow. Last week was Le Mans. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. And you're running this. I know we've talked about this, right? So, yeah. Yeah, there it is. Friday. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. All right, what else? Iracing. Congratulations to Elvis. I think I might have mentioned this on last week's show. I know I mentioned it on Hot Lap Hump Day. I encouraged a lot of you, and I know Terry ran in the race as well. Apex Racing Team's Elvis Rankin, the 14-year-old alien, went on to win the competition against literally the best, literally the fastest Formula V drivers in all of iRacing. I mean, everyone showed up for this one, posting times. I encouraged a lot of you to do so. Anyway, $2,000 to him, so congratulations to him. Also at iRacing, Racing Another Charity, they're doing their VCO, Virtual Competition Organization. They're doing a 6 hours of the Eiffel on Wednesday. That was actually last Wednesday, I believe, the race against the flood. But the reason I wanted to stay on this page beyond... this is a great shot here, if you haven't seen this. This is Race Spot showing off their broadcast studio. I'm going to play this. I'll take a swig. That had some sucky audio. I must not have... Watch your ears, everyone. Earmuffs, earmuffs. Shaun's changing audio properties. Why am I not seeing? Is it just that quiet? Yep, it's just that quiet. Okay. Anyway, cool looking setup there. And let's see what else. Oh, shoot. I don't think I got the page. Don't let me forget to get the page. And then, here it is. This is the one. I'm sure you've seen it. But on the 20th, this week, iRacers turned their combined 4 billionth lap in the simulator. Which means if they started in 2018... that is approximately 850,000 laps every day being turned by the sim racing community on iRacing to achieve 4 billion laps in, well, 13 years? Yeah, it did look like a stock market trading computer. Yeah, Terry, Sam, and 2 others are driving. Represent. Good job, you guys. Good luck. Harder to watch from the beach? Are there bikinis on the beach? That would make it very difficult. Yes, Baba Boothie is in the house. Absolutely. R Factor. So R Factor had another big build, big update. So another great day for R Factor fans. And linked sessions. What are linked sessions? Simply put, the aim of linked sessions is to allow the player to remain within the same server and engage in multiple sessions without having to leave, re-enter, and re-register, as is the case at present. Meaning, if you had a race and you were involved in it, as soon as the race ends, it shuts down. If you're going to do another one, you have to rejoin. Now you can just kind of keep it going, much like the way we run our Wreckfest events. So, in addition to that, they have the full build update. A lot of things went on this one. Graphical updates, sim updates, UI updates. But that wasn't it. They also, in addition to that, they had their released Autodromo Nacional de Monza update and alternative layouts. So, the Temple of Speed. I saw someone post that on something somewhere. But anyway, yeah, Monza getting their junior circuit, the Monza Grand Circuit update, and a lot of changes and updates to the general layout as well. We already talked, that was last week's news with the kart sim. So cool stuff there. Now I'm going to play a little video R Factor related. Actually, this is just, I told you last week about the Formula Pro Round 1. Our buddy Mitchie Hoyer, I don't see him finishing in the top 10 here, but here is the names of the who's who. So if you wanted to start compiling a list of who you felt or thought were the best R Factor 2 drivers on planet Earth, we now definitively have the judging grounds. You had a lot of divided series beyond in the past, and now this is the pinnacle, the peak, the traction Formula Pro Series. It was basically an invite only, where if you just look at the names here, I mean, I better put my disclaimer up before I even start talking anymore. I don't want to cover up Jerry Toman or Manuel Biancolila. But anyway, this is Bono Hui won the race. Jeffrey Reitfeld finishing in second. Kevin Siggy finishing in third. So there you go. Team Redline taking 2 of the top 3 podium spots. Or 2 of the 3 podium spots. But this is the who's who. And just looking at these names you're going to be hearing about and talking about many times. Slovenia, you know, Lash, you guys, Slovenia is on a roll between cycling and esport. This is cool stuff. I didn't get a chance. Somebody, I can't remember, one of our one of our pit crew members posted this in our Post the News, and this is really cool. This is the art overlay for R Factor. They call it R Factor 3 1.0. These are the kind of things that have made other sims really advanced, as having third-party apps, third-party fixes, changes to various different sims. And in some case, you might be talking about something like a Trading Paints. And in some cases, you might be talking about a Caps or a Sim Hub or any of those kinds of things. But here, what we have here is a third version of overlays for Sim Hub that was produced by, do I have a name of the, let's see here. I want to give credit where credit is due. Arcturus Favin is his name. Donation alert, so he is accepting donations, but it is free. But really nice overlays for racing. That's a great question. A lot of them usually can be kind of like copying and paste for other sims, I believe, Booth. I do believe. So cool looking overlay. Really nice, real pro looking overlay for R Factor. All right, I told you it was coming, and now it's been released, that being the Dirt 5 update. It's now out. New tracks, new cars, new liveries, fresh playground features, way more stuff we can't fit into a single tweet. And we have a little video here. Watch your ears. Let's play with the audio. Whoa, that was loud for me. Was that loud for you? That was super loud for me. Earmuffs, Shaun. I don't think I blew. You look okay. It was loud, but not enough to hurt you. Dr. Respect. How you doing? I like the way you got that typed in. Boom. Ba-da-ba-bum, boom. We might have a deal. I don't think that was more than 12 seconds of that's a lot of wow factor. All right, so Formula 1 2021, I've yet to really get into it. I'm so busy with things. I really should play that thing. Anyway, I had problems getting my stream ready. It wasn't the game, it was my stream, and I've heard that it is totally multiple controller friendly and all sorts of cool things. So, I unfortunately haven't played it yet, but patch 1.04 is now live. That was a few days ago. But there are obviously this is to be expected, by the way. I don't care what or how polished a game comes out. As soon as it hits the general public, we're absolutely looking at patch. Doing the breaking point. Yeah, that's what I want to do, Sam. I want to play. And they're even asking you, how far did you get? Tell us where you are in F1 2021 game's breaking point with just one emoji. I don't have an emoji yet. Mine would be the emoji that says I haven't played it just yet. So anyway, Formula 1 2021, probably one of the biggest talks in... Yeah, fair enough, Bobby Watts. Fair enough. No VR, no buy. I know a lot of people who are in that camp. They drive like boats. Well, don't they have to? I mean, let's face it. This game is being made for the masses. And when I hear the word drive like a boat, are you describing a lot of oversteer or a lot of floatiness? Or understeer, I mean. Because I would imagine they want to build in a lot of understeer for the masses, especially those playing with controllers, you know. And let's face it. Here I sit in my RC P1. I have a Simucube 2 wheel, fully modded wheel rim, button box. I got triple screens, hydraulic brake pedals. You know what? I'm not the intended client for Formula 1, the game. Now, they don't mind me playing it. I mean, and if they're acknowledging more than one controller right out of the gates, they've done a better job of embracing someone in this situation. But they still are catering to the controller gamepad player, which means, yeah, you need to have a bunch of understeer because it's impossible to be... Well, for me, it's impossible to be precise steering with the controller stick. So... a long time to stop. Oh, yeah, I can see that too. So, Terry, have you you've been playing it with all your great control equipment. Have you played it with a controller? Dirt Rally 2, great in VR. Yes, with some changes and some tuning. Yes, it is, Bobby. I agree. It's within their wheelhouse. David asks, I'm working on it. I was even debating, am I going to do that tonight or should I just stay on? I'm so behind on production. I have 3 rigs, and rigs take a long time if they're complicated. And, yeah. All designed for the biggest audience. Absolutely. It's about money. It's all about the money. It's all about the money, you guys. So, all right. What else? This is a video just showing off NASCAR Heat 5 Ultimate Summer Showdown Race 4 Atlanta Speedway. Wait, what happened? Hey. Oh, this is the one. They're getting ready for a live stream, it looks like. Come on. Give me what I want. This is it. This is what we have. New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Motorsport Games 2021. NASCAR Heat 5. Looks pretty awesome. I will say, I think that looks pretty good. Amir Assad, welcome to the show. And speaking of games that are intended for the masses, going to be played better with a controller, perhaps. I don't know. What do you think? How controller-friendly and ready will this game be? How important will it be to be on a controller, or will it not matter? Oh, you guys give me a hard time, but much deserved in many cases. All right, so is this big news to you? So Grid, the last version of Grid, Codemasters. Now we have Grid Legends, but this is now under the new ownership of EA. I wonder if there'll be any crates, any pay-fors in this game. This is the trailer for what they're calling Grid Legends. Watch your ears. Earmuffs.
Of drivers, only one can become champion.
I'm going to mute this so we don't lose our... Wow, that's some freaky neck tattoo. Is that Verona May? Did she jump ship? Is she no longer with Forza and now she's with Grid? Is that who that was? Anyone? Anyone? And was that a super racist assumption? Or sexist assumption? You can call me out on these things. Oh, it kind of doesn't have the same umph without the audio, huh? Maybe I should have just let it go to have the, and demonetized, but we at least get to hear it. Yeah, driver brawls. Bring back driver brawls. Hashtag driver brawl. All of the above-ist assumptions. Play it. So I want to hear from here.
If it's grid legal, I can build it to win. Touring cars, muscle cars, open wheel, drift.
Best team, best car.
Win by having the money, by having the guts.
Whoa! Yeah! So come on, Iracing. Hey, Iracing, take note. See this? You put steel ramps. Robbie Gordon. Come on. Come on. It could be at every track. Every track. I've been turning the audio on and off, Bobby. It looks cool. Sure. You know, these games are built for fun, right? They're not built for hardcore sim racing. They're built for fun. And, you know, talk about wow factor. Isn't that the girl, the lady, the woman, sorry, who used to work for Forza? Like a drift girl, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? It's because I'm kind of notorious for blowing people's ears out, so I've been kind of reducing the volume, turning it down. I just realized, why don't I have my... I can do something. Anyway, sorry, I just realized I have another screen available for me. All right, Thrustmaster. Excuse me. This is just a heads up. So I don't know if any of you played Microsoft Flight Simulator, the newest, I forget what they're calling, the 2021. They are putting it out on the Xbox. So apparently you can now buy it and preload it. The game doesn't come out till the 27th, so we're still 4 days away, but it is 97 gigabytes to be downloaded. But if you had any interest in playing it, I've heard it plays decently on the Xbox, is what I've heard. Anyway, that is news for those flight sim lovers. All right, remember at the beginning we congratulated Elvis Rankin on winning the PAX challenge and $2,000. Well, it doesn't end there, because he won yesterday's or Wednesday's Hot Lap Pump Day once again. He posted the fastest lap. This is 2:04.069 in a Lamborghini Huracan on Iracing. That is screaming fast, by the way. And he went on to win the race as well. By the way, they're congratulating me at Ricmo Tech because on the June event, I actually won my way into the year-end finale. So I will be in the final money-paying race for the Ricmo Tech Hot Lap Pump Day Challenge. I'm pretty proud about that. And I want to throw one more big thank you to Terry from the Bronx, who put a bounty on the last 2 Hot Lap Pump Days, inspiring me to hit a podium and making donations to the show. So I want to give him a big thank you right now as well. So anyway, that was a fun event, and we will keep doing those as well. This is just a cool shot. I just thought this was worth looking at. Zach Brown of McLaren Shadow tweeted this. Excited to launch the new McLaren Shadow Studio gaming facility today. This was yesterday. For their new McLaren Shadow eSport team. The new space marks our commitment to McLaren F1 to eSport and gaming as we continue to grow the program. So that's a nice looking sim center. Okay, David Coe. So the reason I suspected that it was her and I couldn't remember. So David Coe says that it looks like the game people in are just actors playing drivers, not real life drivers. So Verona May, I believe, and I'm not her, I believe she's a drifter who worked for and with Forza as well. And I saw a post from her on a game that was not Forza. This is for sure, 100%. I don't remember the game. And at the time, I thought, did she jump ship? Because if you work for Forza, you generally don't post on other games. So then when I saw that, being a sexist, racist that I can be, no, I was baited into it slightly. I'm not a sexist or a racist, but that was definitely in that direction, so I apologize. But that is why I made that assumption. But it would probably be more correct that it was an actor, like you said. All right, Test Drive Solar Crown. We saw a video just a couple weeks ago, their launch video. Now they have this Welcome to Hong Kong Island video that just came out. Verena May. No? Okay, did you go look at a picture of her? Terry, does she still work for Forza, or is she now somewhere else? That's what happens when you get over 50. We're going to mute some audio. Yeah, she used to stream for Forza, but I swear I saw a Twitter post. Yeah, I am really excited about Solar Crown. I gotta tell you, look at this. I mean, this can't be game. This is not gameplay video. I'll give you $1 if that's gameplay video. Now that looks like gameplay video, potentially. I seen the post on the tweeters. I can never twit my feelings properly. Alright, so Solar Crown, they are promoting that more and more. Clayton Studios, Nakon Publishing is who's behind it. American Truck, they are talking about weighing stations. So I need one of you American Truck pros to fill me on this. $1, I don't see. Well, I wasn't sure how many people were going to cash in on it if I was wrong. Oh, Strike! What up, buddy? Wyoming weigh stations. So, can someone please tell me, do weigh stations operate? Mitchie Hoyer Sim Racing! We at the beginning of the show, we talked about your big Formula Pro Championship. I looked at the top 10 and I didn't see your name. What happened, Mitchie? ACC, Dirt Rally, Forza. Thank you, Terry. Look at that. So she's all over the place. What a slut. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. It's Friday. It's Friday. My coffee's got a little something maybe. So the top 10 fails. Here you are. What happened? Oh, do you want to share? So do weigh stations work or operate in the game, or do they just exist as a parking spot with a fancy gray box to park it in? Or will it actually give you the weight of your truck? Yeah, you know what? It's probably a good thing because we've probably already got this show demonetized, Terry, because we played so much. So yeah, if the weigh stations actually worked and it pulled in and it told you and it was actually accurate, I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't know, but and would they prohibit you from going on certain roads? P8 in qualifying. Oh, so Mitchie Hoyer, big friend of the Simpit, in this Formula Pro Series, the biggest competition in all of R-Factor 2. He started P8, or he was P8 in qualify, and he stalled it on the start, dropped to P14, and then had a 2-stop strategy while the entire grid did a 1-stop, and he got stuck. So P15 and still reasonably okay. All right, well, certainly a learning experience. Yes, they are. Dennis, thank you for that. That's pretty badass and awesome. The next pit stop's going to be live from the beach. I'm jealous of David and Alesh, who have both who both have watched the show now, the pit stop from the beach. I want to broadcast from the beach. Yeah, so you got your bad one out of the way, right? And you took care of a few things at the same time. All right, so summer sale going on for the Epic Game Store. I mean, it might apply to a sim title out there. I'm not sure exactly what all their games are, but sales I like to tell you about. We're all bored at times and need other diversion games. So if you're looking for an Epic game, they have up to 75% off on certain titles. In addition to that, there is a humble bundle. A lot of different sims on massive discounts. So 60% off on R-Factor 2. Art of Rally down to $17.49. That's 30% off if you always thought about it. $14.99. I swear, so I'm not going to do it tomorrow because I have to catch up on things. And next Saturday is the Simpit patron race. So next Saturday's patron race is going to be happening. But I do want to do one more Wreckfest event. And at this point, we're on the chopping block. So I've been paying for a server. The first month, we had a great turnout. And then we've done it 2 other times. And just not that many people showed up. So which is not a big deal. I'll just kill the server. So Wreckfest is $14.99, 50% off. In the next few weeks, we will get a Wreckfest. In fact, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to also be promoting on today's show a few things. I'm going to come back to that graphic. Today, not next Saturday, but the following Saturday is the next edition of 4 Wide. 3 Wide, 4 Wide, who knows? We're still scheduling who the hosts are going to be. But we are going to have a Ask Us Anything version of 2 Wide, 3 Wide, 4 Wide, 5 Wide, who knows? Ooh. Where you guys can just hit us with any questions from any angle, anything to do with sim racing in general. And one of our great hosts will give you an answer, maybe multiple hosts will. The reason I'm saying that is, so next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, not tomorrow, not this coming Saturday, the one after, but the second Saturday of next month is when we'll do 4 Wide. It will end at 11, and that's when we are going to do Wreckfest. So if you thought about it and wanted to play Wreckfest with us, right now you can get it for $14.99 on Humble Bundle, and then you can be all ready. You can play it before and get some credits and tune your cars and all that good stuff. If we get a great turnout, we'll keep the server going. If we only get a handful of us, we'll have our own fun, and then we'll probably kill the server. So anyway, but look at this though. All sorts of racing games. You always thought about Project Cars, but never bought it? Well, now you can get it for 18 bucks. You want a motorcycle game and never did? 30 bucks for Ride 4. So a lot of great choices, lots of driving games. Car Mechanics Simulator. If you're bored and don't know anything about how to change the brakes on a car, then you should get yourself Car Simulator, Mechanic Simulator. It will teach you the basics of car mechanics. And as a racer, that's really beneficial. Understanding the parts helps you be a better race car driver, believe it or not. So anyway, that's all going on. All right, video here, and this was a gift. So do you guys remember, I think it was Gran Turismo when he was driving an RX-7 was the original video of the 93-year-old grandpa sim racer. We played it on the show. Whoa, let's turn that down. How's our audio? Anyway, this guy sim races. And it looks like Kuno sent him a big care package. And I'm going to fast forward. But look, big editions, master editions of Assetto Corsa. I know, look, he got a hat, he got a jersey. This is really awesome. 93-year-old dude still living it up in sim racing. Oh, come on, YouTube. Cooperate with me. Oh, I'm sorry. But I'm going to mute you. There we go. All right. So that's really cool. That's really cool. I remember seeing that video and I was just really touched by it. And just a private note to him and everything. Yeah, isn't that cool? That's what I thought too, Devin. I was like, that's really cool. They have nothing to gain by it for the most part. But how awesome and cool. Guy deserved. It's just the oldest sim racer I know. That's for sure. Guy's got breathing tube when he's sim racing. All right. Whoa, what happened here? Let's try a refresh. BSim. So, this is just worth checking out. This is posted at BSim Racing. The D-Box and Cooler Master present the Motion 1 gaming chair. Keeps you focused, pinpoint, making you do your brain and hand-eye and all those great things. That's all we get? That's it? Oh, are they just trying to whet my appetite and I'm supposed to be just like out of control? I'm going to lose my mind if I don't get more? What? What? There we go. There's some more. Can you poo in it? Anyway, how much is this thing going to be? So it's going to have haptic feedback, obviously. Sort of like the seat mover, I'm guessing, like from the Next Level Racing. So it's going to be like a little bit of a seat mover action with some haptic. Let's read more about it. Read more about it, Shaun. Somewhere between $2,000 and $2,300, available in 2000. So haptic mechanism. That's it. That's it? D-Box puts their name on it and it's nothing but haptics? That's kind of a disappointment. Why didn't they make it like a motion chair if D-Box is going to put their name on it? Looks like it would. Anyway, yeah, $2,300 for a vibrator. That's exactly what it is. And a seat. All right, we are almost done, you guys. Like I said, not a whole lot going on this week. Grand Theft Auto. Best support for a title in the history of the world, Grand Theft Auto. What do you think as far as expansion updates, just keeping the title going? GTA Online, Los Santos Tuners, out now. Let's check it out.
Come on up. We got something for you.
You don't look like much of a driver to me.
She's got this list of jobs. Something serious.
Thanks.
I wish I could just delete the music. D1RG, you have to wait till 3 Saturdays from now to hit us up on 4 Wide. You can't just throw a question. Yes, of course you can. What's up? What's up, bud?
You know, I got that ticket last week. I ain't trying to lose my license. If you is what you say you is, it should be easy.
All right, there you go. Yeah, Need for Speed Underground meets Grand Theft Auto. But yeah, how long ago did they put out Grand Theft Auto? And here we are in 2021, and they're still putting out expansions and things like that. David, is that right? Is that a joke, or are you? Sure. I mean, I hope I have an answer. I hope I have an answer for you. Maybe that's something we'll research and get back to you on. All right, let's look at a few things. I noticed that nobody posted any new rigs in the Simpit Post Your Rig section on Discord. But if you ever post your rig on Discord, it's the first place I look for rigs. So if you'd like to see your rig featured on the show, just get into our Discord channel, look for the text channel of Post Your Rig, and throw in some pictures and a description. And we'll feature it here on the show. So anyway, this is the Puma Store simulator in New York City. And this is posted by Chillbro Baggins. So D1RG asks, does one company do scanning and sell to all sim makers, or do all the sims pay separate companies to do laser scanning? The correct answer to that is both. There are companies that scan tracks and then sell the same scan to multiple tracks, and there are a few tracks that have paid for that to be done. I believe like Coda, if I'm not mistaken, or I can't remember exactly. That might not be the one. But there have been a few tracks where they literally paid to have it done and sent that scan to multiple companies. In the case of Iracing, they've scanned their own tracks for a great many years, and they have done anything and everything from doing their own scans, like they own a scanner and they'll send a crew and scan it themselves, to also having third-party companies do the scan for them. So I believe, thank you, that's the one, Nords. It was Nords. Thank you, Booth. But yeah, I believe that is the best and correct answer. It's a little of everything. I think it should be moved more to... I hope that more companies will do that and make it available to all the sims at a reasonable price, but then kind of be known and take that burden off the companies, because that would be the fastest way to getting really accurate tracks in every sim across the board, making it that easy where even a grid, if they wanted, could buy it as well, you know. So that would be a great evolution, and I think it would be nice that if everybody, if it was all for one for all, whether it be from a track or a third-party company or multiple third-party companies doing the scans and alleviating that need from the companies themselves. Yeah, Brian, I really hope they give the trucks more attention. I mean, like I said when we were looking at that grid video, you know, I mean, if they did nothing more than throw in some steel ramps to some of the smaller, like we were at Brands Hatch, you know, the little version of Brands Hatch, and it's like they couldn't give us some steel ramps and make Brands Hatch a riot. You know, I mean, like they need, if they can't scan and build some dirt tracks, they need a steel ramp and, you know, shoot, it's their own call, right? This would be doing their own, throw in some dirt in a couple corners like the rallycross tracks, you know, where it's just dirt laid over asphalt. It handles like crap, but at least it gives you a flair for the trucks. That would be really awesome. So what about this one? So this made me laugh, and it also made me think that's really cool, and then it made me cry. It made me laugh at first because it looked so carnival-y. It made me think it was really cool because wouldn't that be the coolest way to have a simulator? And then it made me cry because you can't put a fake Ferrari logo and those wheels on it. Those just look like they don't belong on this car at all. Anyway, but I did think that this was a really cool rig. And wouldn't that be cool if that was your sim rig? Happy Friday to you, BS. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, buddy. They have a whole Paris? The entire R Factor Pro have a whole Paris. What do you mean, Tofi? All right. What else? I love this. This just made me laugh. This was my good chuckle of the day. Kanaki posted this one on Reddit. Technical difficulties. Yeah, your house is getting remodeled around your sim rig. That would frighten the hell out of me. Not to mention, you know, the workers would be looking at it like, hey, what's that? What's that? I don't like when people come to my home. I shut the sim room. I don't want people seeing all this. Asking to drive it. I don't want my workers driving my rig. I'm kidding. I'm usually really encouraging about letting them take a break and test out the rig. I just like this. This was one of those pictures that just made me happy. I don't know why. We've been here. I've been here. You've been here. Your bedroom, your desk, everything all there at once, and sim racing being a huge, huge priority in your life. And this is where you still end up. But Stitch 666, I feel like it's only fitting to play the best sim ever made with his new VRS DFP. So he's on a badass wheel playing Cruisin' USA, if you can see it in the screen there. Only workers. Tommy from the Bronx. Tommy, I'm sorry. I thanked you today, and I called you Terry. I'm so sorry. We covered Hot Lap Hump Day, and I thanked you for your extreme 2 months in a row throwing down a bounty on podium positions on Hot Lap Hump Day and enticing me to really be my best. And I just wanted to give you a big thank you once again. And I don't know why, but I called you Terry from the Bronx earlier. I will check my messages as soon as we're done, though, for sure. Absolutely. All right, I think that does it. So a few things to talk about with the Simpit. Let's go to the articles. So this is the simpit.com. And my secret room is really not exciting. It's just a bunch of boxes and boxes and boxes of sim gear. Not exciting to look at, maybe exciting to go through. Anyway, the Finland, Rally Club Finland, and that has now gone down. And it looks like David S. won the event. David S., your trophy. I just finished printing trophy update for people. Actually, we'll do the trophy update when we talk about Patron in a second here. Anyway, David S. over Ola and David Blair finishing in third. And it looks like our standings are David S. over Ken Sion in P2 and Ola in P3. So that's what's been going on there on the Road League side of things. Last week was Oulton Park. That was a lot of fun, that race, by the way. This Sunday will be at Spa. And last week, it was Sam Holt winning the race. Big surprise there. No, Sam Holt just making it really hard. He is really showing up with the A game and putting us all in check. So I still will strive to be better and try to, my first goal is to not get lapped by Sam, and then my next goal would be to be competitive with Sam. But right now there are a handful of people between me and him, but that's for sure. Terry Crouch finishing in second, Kevin Burrows in third, Flo Doms in 4, and I believe all 4 spots at TLDR. Did I dyslexic that, or TLDR? Sam, Terry, Kevin now addition to that team, and Flo. Joe Antonio, my teammate, finishing in 5th. I finished in 6th at Olton Park. And looking at our standings for the season, pretty much almost the way that race played out, minus switch between Flo and Kevin there. But Sam Holt, Terry Crouch, Flo Doms are our top 3 in the championship trophy hunt. On the oval side of things, I know the guys had a really tough race at New Hampshire. Last night they were at New Hampshire, and Joe Hildinger wins the race over Wayne Roberts with David Clymer. David wins at anything. He's in the podium wherever he goes. David Clymer finishing in 3rd, and looking at our championship points, it's David Clymer leading the way, Mike McMillan and Jeremy McLam. And so David and Clymer and David S. and Terry are all here. Tyson, are you here? Because what I have next, because I believe that's it for Simpit Racing. So what I want to talk next about was the Simpit Patron program. I very rarely talk about our Simpit Patron program. We have a Discord channel that's available to everybody. If you want to help support the show, you can help by joining the Simpit Patron team. And you go to patreon.com/the Simpit. There are a few perks as a result of joining the team. I mean, the main thing is helping support the show, but you get spy photos. So you see all these background photos here. All these photos were photos that went out to that group, like that some never been seen, like the R-seat boxes and things like that. What's going on behind the scenes here. Early access to videos, so when we have a new video. Stickers is spelt wrong. I'm glad I saved it as a editable file, so I can fix that, Brian. I will make that correction. Thank you. I send periodically, so we did an air freshener that I sent out all of our patron team, along with some Simpit stickers, spelled correctly. And I'm getting ready for my next one of those. So it's just a random giveaway. Last time it was air fresheners. I have a new idea for another Simpit branded fun item for the crew. So that's going to go out if you want to help support the team. Also, you get access to us. We have a special patron chat. So if you go on our Discord, of course, our Discord is available to everybody, and you'll be able to chat with us all there. But sometimes we do stay behind that firewall, and we are a little bit private depending on what we're going to be talking about. So anyway, main thing is if you want to help support the show, it's much appreciated. It goes a long way as things get tighter and tighter as we continue trying to get the show going here. So in addition to that, one more time, I will remind you that next week, so not this Saturday, not next Saturday, but the following Saturday, we will have 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 wide. And our topic for this show is going to be Ask Us Anything. Bring up any topic, any question sim racing related, and one of our hosts will give you the best answer that they have for you. So that is going to do it for today's show. Tomorrow, well, this was a normal weekend. This weekend, I'm all about work. I'm all about getting these rig reviews done, getting caught up, and getting production underway. We will have that Simpit Road Racing Series from Spa Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. And I still might get out there and do something spontaneously when I need a break. But right now, it's all about production. So get out there. Do some racing. Have yourselves a great, great weekend. It is summer. It is wonderful weather out there in most places. And I'm just going to give a big shout out to all the countries of the world right now as they all take on the Olympics. And, you know, the Olympics, the reason I'm bringing this up, the Olympics is the thing that is created for the world to be free and void of politics, to be free and void and hopefully oblivious of war, and to have one of those moments where we as an entire world can stand together and be together in the name of sport. So I just want to congratulate all of the athletes. I want to wish the best to all the countries, and I want to wish the best to Japan as they try to host this under some difficult circumstances. So I'll be watching the opening ceremonies. I'll be watching a lot. I've already been watching softball, rowing, and soccer. I love the Olympics. So anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the show. and have yourselves a great weekend. This is the Simpit. I'm Shaun Cole, and I'll see you on the track. Wait, there's more. No, I just want to remind you guys one more time. If you have not played Wreckfest with us, Wreckfest when played with a crowd is one of the most fun things that hardcore sim racers can ever do. Because all those times you got taken out in a corner, all those times that things didn't go right, Wreckfest is about getting to do the things in racing that you don't get to do. It is on sale for $14.99. I rarely promote things like this. You can get it in Humble Bundle for $14.99 next Saturday with 4 Wide. Immediately following 4 Wide, we are going to do a big Wreckfest event, and it will be fun, I guarantee, if we get a crowd. So if you haven't purchased the game, get it, because it's a lot of fun. Single player is always awesome. And if you really want to have fun, join us on our Discord channel and be there in 2 weeks from tomorrow for the big Simpit Wreckfest bash following 4 Wide. That's going to do it. Get out there, do some sim racing. Simpit Live, signing off. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the Pit Crew.